Girl. Woo! Okay.
Aware of my current strengths and future weaknesses, experienced by those who came before me. The greats of my past have walked this way, left blueprints, and they've lost themselves, relapsed and recovered. I realize I'm not the only young explorer, however, I am in no race, the journey is all of ours, but I cannot lie. I desire the victory of achievement to be mine. Humbled, however fearless, I am exposed to the criticism of onlookers, but my faith and direction come from above. I am airborne. With darkness all around me, elevating through the atmosphere. Notions and doubts surround me, but not impact, no fear. Y'all want the celebration, I want the...
Hey, boys, let's get into this X Factor review because, child, there was a lot of mess that happened last night. But before we talk about last night, let's just play catch up real quick. Wednesday night, the top 5 did perform. There was a mix up with the second song that they had to do that they've been practicing. So they ended up having 24 hours to do like a contestant's choice or their Save Me song or whatever it was that they had to do. So they performed twice. The first one was themed club music because it was club night down there at X Factor. They had 2 guest DJs. I don't remember their names, but they rocked out. They did really good. My favorite performances were Melanie's Someone Like You and Josh's We Found Love. I really enjoyed that. My only gripes about Wednesday's show was Simon Cowell going through menopause, PMS. I don't know what he was going through. Clearly, he was still upset with Paula and Nicole. He didn't say much to Paula, but girl, he stayed coming for Nicole the whole entire show. I was over it. I was like, Simon, if you don't sit down somewhere, pop a Midol, it's going to be okay. All right? Just calm down. It's going to be all right. We're going to forgive and forget. Okay? It's going to be all right. But child, he stayed coming for Nicole. And I didn't appreciate him either because I felt like his frustrations for Nicole were being taken out on the contestants. So, you know, we know Simon go through that every now and then on the show. So, girl, you just got to take it, okay? Anyway, still love you, Simon, but child, you was working my nerves, okay? Kill Beyonce's irreplaceable because don't think that you can't be replaced. All right. Anyway, child, let's move to the mess that was happening last night, all right? Last night was the elimination show, eliminating one person, and girl, they messed up when they announced Josh and Chris Rene were the first 2 people saved. I don't know who out there is voting for Chris Rene, but I'm going to need them to sit down and stop it, okay? Where are these fans at? Where are these stands at? Who are y'all? And why are y'all thinking that he is going to be selling millions of records, that he's going to be Grammy nominated, he's going to be on the Billboard charts, top 10 and everything? Who are y'all? Why are y'all voting for Chris? What do you still see in this dude that makes you think he deserves a $5 million recording contract? If we were giving away $250,000, I could see that. Maybe even $1 million. But y'all, we're talking about $5 million. He is not entertaining. He's not. Who are you likening him to? Like, who is he the next what? Like, we can say Marcus is the next Usher, all right? We know Rachel is going to take over the whole teen scene or the tween scene. We know she's going to get that, all right? People have been saying, oh, Melanie, you can put her, and this may be reaching a little bit, some of y'all, but people are putting her up there, you know, with Beyonce, Mariah, and all them people, okay? Come on. Who are y'all likening Chris Rene to? Who? Okay, we've already had references to Donnie Klang. Yeah, exactly. I gave you Iman from Back in Baghdad. Yeah, we haven't heard from him either. Okay, so who are you thinking that this dude is the next whoever? Because he's not. Now, maybe as a songwriter, maybe as a producer, he can stay in the background and do something. But Chris Rene should have gone home a long time ago. There's no reason why he is going to the semifinals. Why is he going to the semifinals? I don't get it. I don't understand. It's between Marcus and Rachel. And did anybody catch that read that Rachel gave to Marcus before they sang? She was like, it's okay, Marcus, I still love you. I was like, dang, okay, Rachel. Well, you better bring it then. So Marcus comes out first. He does the Mary J version of I'm Going Down. Lots of emotion, lots of passion. I actually thought he had it. He gave Rachel some good hits. That was his best vocal performance that I've heard from him in a while. Because I was worried. You know he always gets emotional and passionate when he sings. He just lays it out there with his heart. But sometimes, you know, he gets real pitchy, especially if he tends to go in his higher range. But he did pretty good, so I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt. He did really good. I was kind of like, dang, Rachel better bring it. Next was Rachel to come out and all I gotta say is, if Etta James was mad at Beyonce for doing At Last, I know she is somewhere heated over Little Miss Rachel Crow doing I'd Rather Be Blind. Rachel came out and honey, she slayed that song. Alright? Her emotion, her passion. Oh, I felt the girl. I mean, I was connected to Rachel doing that. I was like, Rachel, why do I feel like somebody was cheating on me and you are singing from my heart? I mean, girl, and her vocals, oh my goodness, she was amazing. I totally preferred Rachel over Marcus. Marcus did some good jabs. He kind of hit her with the 1-2 combo. But Rachel came back with the uppercut and just TKO'd Marcus, in my opinion. Alright, that's how it went down. Loved Rachel. She seemed a little bit more genuine, a little bit more connected with the song and what was going on. Then Marcus, I kind of felt that Marcus was, you know, just really performing, even though it was real for him too, and I kind of felt some genuine too, you know, coming from him. But I was 100% with Rachel all the way from beginning to end. Honey, it was amazing. So this is where the getting gets good. Or the good gets to getting, or you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, this is what it comes down. Now, I knew L.A. and Simon, you're going to have to vote for your people. That's understandable. I can't fault them for voting, you know, for their respective persons. So, again, like last week, it comes down to Nicole and Paula for this week. Paula, I understand, was a hard decision. We all knew that when we saw who was in the bottom two. So Paula gets up, it's a hard decision, but she's able to make a choice. I think she votes for Marcus, to send Marcus home. Alright, so now it's 2 votes for Marcus to go home, 1 vote for Rachel to go home. Okay, so now it comes down to Nicole. Nicole, you got to decide what's going to happen. Are you going to vote for Rachel, send this into deadlock, or are you going to vote for Marcus and send him home? She gets the boohoo crying and whining and sniffling and, you know, boogers and snots running and everything. I can't choose. I can't decide. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to. And then Rachel, to me, made a mistake. She tells Nicole, stop crying. Don't cry. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. I'm good either way. That was I don't know why I think it was a mistake, but I just felt like that was a mistake. She shouldn't have said anything. Not Rachel. Nicole decides that she can't vote. She refuses to vote. But shout out to Steve for this week. I'll give it to you this week. You know, he was like, well, Nicole, you got to decide what we're going to do. So she lets it go to deadlock. She votes to send Rachel home. 2-2. Now it's up to America to decide who's going home. Now, mind you, the votes from America are stemming from Wednesday's performance, you know, of how things went down. America decides to send home Rachel. I'm upset. I'm mad. I'm one of the people who blames Nicole, and I know people are like, well, you can't blame Nicole because it was America's choice. You know, you got to get out there and vote. I understand the voting process. Well, I guess I don't understand the voting process because I don't totally agree or believe, really, I don't believe that a multi-million-dollar business like the X Factor, you know, Pepsi putting in all this money, Fox putting in all this money, Simon Cowell and his people putting in all this money. I don't believe that they're just 100% letting simple Americans like me and you run this show and determine what happens. So last week, well, this week was my first week voting. I always wait till the last minute to start voting for this, you know, these types of shows because I believe that they look at our votes and they kind of be like, well, let's take into consideration what America is saying. But I really don't believe that they 100% allow us to control what's going on in this show. Nope, you're not going to convince me. We're talking about millions of dollars at stake. You know how America is with their money, girl. Come on. All right. So anyway, I feel that Nicole, the only reason why I'm mad at her, the only reason why I was booing her too, is because she failed to do her job. In the instant that she said, I can't vote, I refuse to vote, she also signed her pink slip for next season. Don't bring that girl back for X Factor USA next season. You can put her on the UK version if you want to. Let her stay over there since that seems to be where her career is popping off anyway. Okay? But over here in the US, we don't want you, we don't need you. Bring on Kelly Rowland. Okay? Because that to me, I'm on the bandwagon. Bring Kelly Rowland to X Factor USA. Alright? I'm tired of Nicole. I'm over her. I'm done with it. Alright? Now, I'm just waiting to see next week what's going to happen, because Simon was going off this week. He was upset, so I just couldn't imagine how Simon is going to be feeling next week. All right, sent home his baby. And did y'all see Rachel when she fell to her knees and gave us that cry like Nettie did when Mr. kicked her out of the house on The Color Purple? Child, I was like, Rachel, if you don't get up off that floor, girl, if you don't get up right now, this instant off that floor, stop acting like that. All right, you need to man up. Man up. You know, talking all this junk up until this point. Now all of a sudden, but girl, it broke my heart when I saw her do that. It did. I'll admit, she kind of got to me. All right, but she's gonna be all right. You know, she's gonna be totally fine. Everybody has been saying it. Disney is gonna pick her up. You know, Nickelodeon's gonna pick her up. Nick Cannon, hey, we got a new star for you to sign. Okay. I mean, if you're gonna sign the Rangers and everything, but I'm just saying, girl, how are y'all feeling? Leave your comments below. It was an emotional wreck last night, and also too, I think for season 2, they need to up the age. Yeah, I'm sorry, either 18 and older, or maybe even 16. I don't know, because clearly these kids cannot handle the show of the X Factor. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes at X Factor. I don't know if these kids are just feeling a tremendous amount of pressure. I don't know how stressful it is, but clearly they are not able to handle this. We saw how Astro went off. We saw how Drew popped off. And now we see how Rachel popped off, okay? Something needs to give. Either the producers need to sit down and be like, maybe we should up the age, or maybe y'all just need to figure out how to better prepare and mentor these kids for a show of this caliber. I don't know, something needs to happen. But anyway, girl, y'all leave y'all comments below. Let me know what you think, what you're thinking about Chris Rene still being in the competition. If you are a Chris Rene fan, please, I'm really interested in knowing why you guys are still voting for him, why you think that he is the next greatest entertainer to come out of a singing competition. You know, so just let me know below. Make sure you guys thumbs up the video, add it to your favorites, share it on your wall, share it on Twitter. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter and become my Facebook friend, okay? I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and thank you to everybody who watched the Pepsi pre-show live. If you missed it, I'm gonna leave the link down below in the description bar. You guys make sure you watch that. I was interviewed, yes girl, by Dan and Taryn, Dan Levy and Taryn Southern of the pre-show with X Factor on the website. So you guys go to that link, you can watch the clip. I think I'm somewhere around the 19 minutes and 30 seconds mark is where the segment begins with the interview with myself. Alright, so you guys check that out. Thank you to everybody who supported. It was totally fun. It was awesome. I've never done anything like that before. So I want to say thank you to Mike. He was my contact for the whole X Factor thing. And then also thanks to Dan and Taryn. You guys were awesome to talk to. Hopefully we can do this again, okay? Alright, anyway, talk to you guys later. I love you, God loves you, and Jesus can save. Make sure you guys leave me those comments below. Alright, bye.